Good day, good day. I'm finished with my break. Laundry is in the washer. And now to get on to episode 2. The quest continues. We're resuming the adventures of Zoltan, the magic user, with the shady side. We've just been given the quest to get enough mead, get enough fruit to fill the frost giant's fists. And that will take approximately 50 apples. But since apples are 10 for 1 silver, it's not going to cost us all that much. Although it does leave us encumbered. So let's just quickly sneak back. Leave me alone, Bruno. I got nothing for you. Here's your apple, sir. Oh, I'm no longer overloaded. Fruit you have found to fill all my food stores, thus fulfilled the bargain, my gem you have bought. Braji has bartered, and all has been answered. The mead it may mellow, and now I head home. He thrides through the north, to the cave in the north, and I got myself a nice sparkling gem, which I will need later for this quest. What is the time? Oh, sunset approaches. Time to get back to town. Sleep until it's dark. Okay. Well, I can't rest yet. Welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shamin, at your service. May you find what you seek here. These are just the voices that I have always placed with them in my head. Uh, but I'm slightly insane, so, enjoy. Very good food, very good drink, finest in town. Sit, rest, you will be served by my Shama. Ask about the room. Very nice room, very soft beds, finest in town, only 5 silver a night. Very good food, very good drink, finest in town. Poor Abdul sits and tries to forget his loss in food and drink. I think he will not be sorry if you join him at his table. Alas, the brigands stole all of Abdul's wealth and mine own, when they robbed his caravan. Now I will be forced to stay in this wet, cold land. I know little about them except they must be wealthy now. I had hoped to return to my homeland with the prophets Abdul, Shema, and I would make from the caravan. Now I fear we will remain here unless someone deals with the brigands and returns our stolen trade items. The A land of golden sands and tall mountains, a city of tall buildings and winding streets. A place where kata can bask in the sun as they sell things in the bazaar. It is our homeland and a place we long to be. In my homeland, a caravan is the only way to travel from city to city. A poor unfortunate forced to seek a fortune in a cold land far away from my homeland and my kata people. We live far to the south in the desert lands of Shapir. Someday we may yet return there. We are a race of desert dwellers and wander in the endless sands. A, a, a land of golden sands and tall mountains. Blah, blah, blah. Winding streets. Yes, yes. Spielberg is a sad place for an innkeeper, for few travelers visits because of the brigands. This is a cold land for a kata. He comes in with his wife sometimes for food. He is wise and generous. Otto, there is no end to the food that one can eat. This is the Hero's Tale Inn, where Shami and I will be delighted to serve you. It is the softest and safest of beds, the richest and finest of foods await you. You have but to command. Shmi is my beloved. She can cook and keep an inn as few others. When she dances, there is true magic. If we ever return to Shapir, then she will dance again. I already saw everything there, and that's enough. Oh, it is indeed a sad and dangerous times we live in when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of all of his earthly possessions. I am Shimi. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food or drink? And of course, always ask everyone about everything, just because the more you talk, the higher your intelligence gets, which is critical considering I am trying to play a magic user. Do food, drink, questions, my soulmate. Yeah. Okay. I've already heard everything from her. Okay, no need to eat because I ate the fruit from the tree in the last episode, so let's just order a drink. You caffeine addicts are all alike. Two weeks ago, I was going to be a wealthy beyond what you could dream of. I, Abdul Du, would be the first merchant in this valley this year, but my life is shattered by the brigands. The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the pass into the valley. There were about 12 brigands, including a huge minotaur. There was also a leader and some sort of wizard. They first used some sort of magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. Uh, all of my trade goods were taken before me, and I am but a beggar, living off the generosity of my friends. The wizard threw something at us that caused my eyes to be blinded with tears and my nose to be forced to sneeze. I was helpless. I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you. The Minotaur is a creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man. They're said to be very strong. The leader was wearing a cloak, so I couldn't see his face. His voice was rather high-pitched, though. The wizard was very short, and he giggled most of the time. I couldn't understand what he was saying. Here I pay good money for men to protect me, and what do they do when I need protection? They run away! Not one man died to defend my treasure. You just can't hire good guards anymore. I'd, uh, I had treasure carefully brought from Shapir with me. I even had a magic carpet with me. Even though, even though they, too, lost a fortune when the brigands stole from me, uh, Shami, uh, Shamin and Shama are caring for this frail shadow of a great man. She is the finest of cooks, outside of myself, that is, but her fine food is as dust to my mouth, for I am but a beggar. He is the very prince of Katas. Ah, Shapir, beautiful land of golden sands and shining sun, the heart of civilization. Alas, she is plagued by a fierce djinn and an Efreet who seeks to drive all men and Katas from the land. Ah, but I can speak no more of the homeland I shall never see again. Instead, I will die in this cold, forsaken land, bereft of all I love. What a downer. I trade the treasures of one land for that of another, but the brigands have stolen every treasure that I had, and I am a merchant no more. Okay, it should be getting dark by now. Yes, it is. Time for me to find my way into the Thieves Guild. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Ooh, glowing alley. That can't end badly. You mean that the first victim we've had in months is a thief? Here I thought we were gonna finally make some money. Tell Crusher the password is Switcherfetch. He's in the tavern. Now go before I forgot you made the thief sign and make you pay anyway. What's the password? Greets you with a scowl. Crusher is his usual amiable self, and you can't quite make out what lurks behind the massive door. Beginners. Why do they keep giving me beginners? I tell you, Crusher, that a thief of my stature and ability should be stuck in this podunk town besieged by brigands who aren't even union members. It is the height of injustice. It will cost you 25 silver to work in town. Just pay Boris at the door, and if you don't have the cash, go steal some. So I buy the license, I buy the lockpick, and I buy a full thieves kit. Now, after I buy all those supplies, I'm still down. I still have 45 gold. So let's see. Now that I've got a license, let's talk. There's only a few members of our guild still around here. With the snow and the brigands keeping away the tourists, it's hard to earn a decent living. I've had beginners before, but this guild has reached a new low when you joined. Child, you are a thief. Stealing is how you make a living. So go out there and steal something, and hopefully you'll get, that is, you won't get caught. Those non-union cretins are giving thieves a bad name. I'm sure they have a spy planted in our organization. Someone is leaking our insider information to the brigands. You just can't trust anyone these days. I'm known as the Chief. There are a few places around town where a clever and skilled thief can make some silver. Perhaps you could even steal something. The sheriff provides a useful service in this town. He arrests anyone too stupid to be a good thief. He's the sheriff's goon. We'll gladly sell you for a modest fee a lockpick. However, for the true professional, we have a thieves' toolkit, which will allow you to pick anything with a little practice. Just talk to Boris. A dagger is a thief's best friend. If you ever get good with one, then perhaps we could play a little game. You and I could throw some daggers at the board over there and bet upon which of us will throw better. We could start small, perhaps a silver throw, or we each throw a dagger at the board and the dagger close to the center wins. This is a specially designed dagger board. Okay, well, time to pluck a pigeon. Let's start with a small amount of, say, 50 silver. So for this mini game, you just set your angle, set your force, should be about right, and throw. Angle's a little off. That's better. Always best to keep your force pretty much at that one level. Maybe a little less. And readjust your angle for each throw. Bullseye! Well, I won. But since it's good practice and great way to make money, let's do it again. No, I think I've stolen enough from him. And my throwing skill is now at 25. So getting better, getting better. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. That's what I get for not saving often enough. Do I even have the gem? I don't even have the gem. Two, three, 4, 5. Let's get some vegetables too. Do 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 do. And I have to go through all the conversation again. I'm not going to read it out again, just because I don't want to kill my voice. Katas, Shapir, Abdul, robbery, brigands, wealth, Shapir, caravan, town, Spielberg, sheriff, auto, the inn, Shami, or Shama. I already read all those. There we go. All my earthly possessions. Order a drink. Oh, first talk to her. Questions. Name. Homeland. Shapir. Kata. Dance. Merchant. Robbery. Soulmate. Da 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 da. There we go. Robbery, brigands, magic, minotaur. My drink arrives. Leader, wizards, guards, wealth, brigands, friends, merchant. There we go. Drink the coffee. Oh, just gotta. Ah, nothing important. Okay. It's getting dark. Tips, don't get caught. Secrets, that would be telling. Crusher, personnel manager. The fence. Scabs. Yeah. Oh, no, not a problem. I stopped streaming for a bit, then I started again, but that's fine. No, you have fun. That was my roommate Train. Once again, the one who helped me design my layout and is showing me the ropes and the whips and the chains of streaming. Okay, and back to where were we? Name, they call me Chief. Okay, so did all that. Let's save the game. And let's do some gambling. 50 gold. Or 50 silver. Oh, that was bad. Angle's way off. But still better than the Chief. I'm gonna have every coin in this city. Chief, best at throwing daggers in the city. Spielberg? I don't think so. Yeah, this game brings back such nostalgia for me. I first started playing this game way back when I was about 10. That was a long time. Like, we used to have a computer club in my, not even high school, this was secondary school. And somebody had this game, we just spread it around on the computers. It was the game that really turned me into a gamer. Well, I've already made back all that I've spent on my thieves license and equipment, but you know what? Let's do one more just to make a profit. Besides, the more I throw, the higher my throwing skill gets. And it's more interesting doing this than to just throw the rocks. Okay, I've already got the warning that I'm losing stamina. Yep, I'm exhausted. I'm starting to get hurt. Before I actually break into anybody's houses, I am going to go back to the inn and sleep the night. Okay, so apparently I can't talk to those two. Well, since I have no way out of town, because I can't climb, I'm just going to get a night's rest. Oop. Die, goblin! Oh, only 3 silver? That's a waste. But my magic skill gets higher! Woohoo! But I really need to increase my agility and my vitality. And the strength would be a nice bonus too. . So throwing rocks and daggers can increase both your agility, vitality, and strength. It can just be a long process. So you just keep doing that until you get that message we just saw about everything hurting. And you can see that both my strength and my agility went up, as did my maximum stamina. And then you rest for an hour or two. And there you go. You're ready for some more. But for the moment, I think instead of doing more throwing, I'm going to sneak my way over to the castle and do another stint at the stables to increase my strength. There's not really much point in talking to a person after you've already talked to them in this game, because what they say doesn't really change ever. I've already talked to Sorty Lordy. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't just repeat that action. You have to come back every day to get the full benefit. But, still, it's getting better, getting better. The other thing that you can do to increase your strength, your agility, and your vitality is to get into fights. So I'm going to head on over to the Goblin Training Grounds. You start off fighting one goblin. Get some rest. Go back in for some more. The second time you go in, you face two goblins. And you loot them. Every time you come back, they will add another goblin until you have a maximum of 8. But being a magic user and rogue, I don't think I could take on 8 right now. I think I can handle 3. Just blow my magic on fireballs and then stab them to death. That way I can train out both my magic skill and my dagger and everything. 4 silver from them, 8 silver from them, 5 silver from them. And everything gets better. Just a reminder, the maximum I can get to any skill is 100. But there are still other things that I need to do. I'll need to talk to them later. I need to find the spinning flowers. Ah, here they are. Because I need the seed to give to the dryad. I lose focus on the spell, so I just have to keep trying, increase my skill, increase my magic. Well, my stealth is almost maxed out, and I'm out of magic. I don't have any healing magic potions on me. I should actually do something about that, because, well, quite frankly, I've got the silver. Oh, crap. I can't take that on. Fortunately, I got, Oh, thank you for the follow. And, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Oh, too late for me to actually go in and get the potions. So now I should head back to the Garden of Peace. Definitely should be sneaking my way through, because there's a lot of monsters at night that would just pummel me. Nice piece of fruit. Grab some more flowers to sell to the healer. And I have a spell that I can use here. Open up the grave and find a new spell. The Calm spell. back up. Okay. Uh-oh. Apparently there's about to be a fight. Something is here, so let's magically charge up my weapon. It's a brigand. I think I can take a brigand at this point, especially since I've got spells. Or at least a few. Brigands definitely give you a lot more money than goblins. And, my weapon skill is up to 25. So, let's talk to the healer about getting some potions. Do, 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 do. Sell her some flowers. More flowers. Let's see. I'll need one of you. 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. 3 and 4 of you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I now have 4 of all the renewable potions at the moment. Eh. Why did it say I only have 1 vigor? That's better. Okay, now to head back to those spitting plants. Arr. Well, now that I have 100 stealth and it's maxed out, I don't really want to be wandering around the forest stealthed all the time because I do want to get into the fights so I can increase all the other skills. Especially with goblins. They make a very satisfying thump when they hit the ground. Flowers, Uranus Peace, Claws. Now, if you do not actually ask about these spell components, then whenever you kill a troll or a Chichara, they do not actually drop their loot, which in this case would be beards and claws, respectively. So that's always an important conversation to have. Do another stint at the stables. Now, before I go back to try to use the fetch spell to get that seed, I do remember that there's another spell out here that I can easily grab. Nope, that's the wrong way. Okay, there's an Easter egg I haven't seen in this game before. Holy crud. That is an old school reference. Who even remembers that old TV show? Oh, before I can get that, I need to go to grab another, because I need to buy a lot of potions. Let's grab a lot more mushrooms. £85. More mushrooms, more mushrooms. Let's talk to the meeps. Hiya, hiya. Pleased to meet ya. Meeps. We are happy meeps living in our happy holes. Don't worry, be happy. Rocks. We use the rocks for doors to keep us dry and warm in our holes. We live in the tunnels under the ground, you know? Fur. Hey, I like fur is good stuff. Keeps us warm. Mine's the best. It's like green, you know? Green fur. Oh, you want some green fur? I think I got some somewhere. Brigands. Gee, boss, I really don't know much about that at all. Hey, sorry. Oh, I found the scroll lying around the woods one day. You want it? It's yours. More spells. Okay, the detect magic spell, which is very handy. Green fur, which I'll need later in this quest. Oh, okay, I'm getting a graphical glitch on here, and the only way to end that is for me to save the game, close the game, and reload the game. So just give me a minute while I do that. Ah, Sierra, save early, save often. and continue the quest of Zoltan. There we go. It looks good again. What's the time of day? Oh, sunset approaches. He's dead, he's dead. Dig a hole, roll him in. The mother effer's dead. Nice, pretty lake, but not much to do here. Cast Detect Magic, which tells me there's a ladder here. Hermits don't know, you know. And nice conversation with the hermit. I'm Henry. Henry the Eighth I am. Me father was an Henry, and his father was an Henry, and his father was an Henry, and his father was an Henry. And his father was an Henry, and his father was an Henry, and his father was an Henry, and every one of them was an hermit. Ask about hermit. An hermit is one who lives alone, far away from them, won't talk too much or ask too many questions. Hermits are shy, quiet types and don't say much. Me brother hardly said a word in a year. Me sister Ortiz wasn't spoken since she was 6. I never talked at all. Yes, we hermits knows how to keep our mouth shut. Well, it's dark, it's damp, and the waters roars, so there's not a moment's quiet. The ceiling drips and the walls are slimy, and it's always cold. But, oh well. See, says I, it's home. My family lives pretty far apart from each other. Well, we're all hermits, you know. These was called the Flying Falls. It's done some flying falls around myself. That porch gets slippery sometimes. I know some magic. Aramis the wizard taught me some spells. He what put the spell on me lattice so the brigands don't get up. Them won't climb the rocks, gets a door popped in their nose. He's a friend. He and Framnus, powerful wizard he is. I was over there sometime and see up the north. I I don't make it out much, because he's pretty busy. So's I don't see him too often, but when I do, we do all get together. You can be sure to have some fun. He loves to play his games, he do. Fenris is Eramis is familiar, or is it the other way around? Eramis' famous game is his Mage Maze. Had to be a magic user to play it though. Eramis is awfully good at it. The spells I won't, I knows is pretty simple, maybe, but I like them. I can make the ladder show up and me door close and even get rid of the pests using the trigger spell, you see? It's a spell which lets off other spells. Like when I wants to see the ladder, you cast the trigger, and there you have it, large as life. Of course you gotta have a spell on the invisibility on the ladder to make it visible first, but it is as useless. I think I have a scroll if you be knowing some magic, that is. You be wanting to learn the spell? I'll be pleased to share it with you. It's just getting moldery in me hiding place. Do you want it? Yes, I do want the spell. Let's see. How does Eramis do it? Oh yes. He summons her with the trigger. There it goes. There you go. Has it? Yes, so there is. I see some sneaking around the woods all the times. Uh, Other than the warlock, I has nothing to do with them. He's not so bad. He's got a good sense of humor. Yes, and I get the giggles think of him. Oh, hee hee, ho ho ho. He comes by at times to chat about the mirror I borrowed from Eramis. He did. A magic mirror of reflection. It was. If you use it, then a nasty spell was cast at you. It won't be sent back to the one who cast it. Do unto others, I says. Hee hee hee. Overworked, underpaid, no control over life. If you need a place to spend the night and you're in the air, I could be willing to put you up for the night for some rations and a couple of games of cribbage. Oh, starting to get dark again. Oh, can I take it? Nothing. Time for the Monty Python defense. Run away! Well, that definitely gave my stats a boost, but let's see. There's a couple of things I do need to do that can only be done at night. sorry. I'm gonna have to cut that voice right now. Might as well dance. Dance for us. Mental note, do not go into the circle. My health is very low. Uh-oh. Okay. Now let's see. Now, of course, there are other ways to solve the puzzles depending on if you're playing a thief or a fighter. but I do want to play this as closely to Wizard as possible, with adding a few of the thief puzzles in. Hey, I actually got my vitality up to 62. I will get this. I will get this eventually. Oh, let's see how much money I actually walked away with. Okay. If there's one place I could go to increase my magical skill, it's to go to see the Wizard Aramis. Willkommen von Versenberg. Another sign appears. It reads, Trespassers will be towed. Perhaps it's the Tower of Power. You feel as though you've just scaled the Matterhorn in full armor. What a climb! You can see all of Spielberg Valley from here. After you finally catch your breath, you see that you have reached a rather eccentric-looking house that you saw from below. There's an ugly gargoyle above the entrance. Stand fast! He who would the wizard see first must answer these questions 3 ere the other side ye see. What is your name? Zoltan. What is your quest? To dream the impossible dream. No, I want to be a hero. Who do you seek here? Aramis. I sure hope you got his pizza order right this time. The wizard will see you now. Go directly to the tower. Do not dally. The poor stuffed peacock seems to be bedraggled, worn, and overused. It's a Duncan Dragon. Come in, my boy, come in. Fenris, our guest has arrived. Cheese, please. Ah. Since you're a practitioner of the magical arts, you might be interested in a little game I have. Do you know the open spell? Yes. Do you know the fetch spell? Yes. Great. Now can you cast flame dart? Yes. Ah, good, good. Now, do you have to know the trigger spell? I don't suppose you know that spell, do you? Yes. Wonderful! Then you can play a game of Mage's Maze with me. Do you want to play, don't you? Sure. I'll teach you the dazzle spell if you win. Oh. Yay! I beat the maze. And definitely got a boost to my stats. Ask about Fenris.
What's there to say? For a rat, I'm a really great guy.
Although, for such a really great guy, you're really a rat.
Eramis is my familiar.
Isn't that the other way around?
Familiar is my Eramis? Well, I always found Eramis to be overly familiar.
No, I mean, aren't you my familiar?
Tis, all these years and you still don't know.
Do you know the difference between a wounded Triceratops and a mage user casting a fly spell? One is a raging Saurus and the other is a soaring Magus. Groan.
I figured one was a dying lizard and the other was a flying wizard.
I'm sorry, Fenris, but he who tells the joke gets to make up the punchlines. I am a wizard of some renown.
What am I, some sort of object? Am I invisible or something? You talk about me behind my back in front of my face? Sheesh, no respect.
It's hard to take anyone very seriously who wears such a ridiculous hat. If magic is the loot of life, play on.
The quote is, if music is not magic and it was food, not loot.
How about magic makes the world go round?
Money makes the world go round.
Oh. Very well then. To put it in my own words, magic is the essence and the soul of life, and the wizard is her poet.
Actually, it was Merlin who said that first, and he used the term magician, not wizard.
Fenris, there are times when I think you would look much better as a newt.
Why's that?
Because newts can't talk.
Neither can most rats.
Zara has a real flair for the theatrical. Her entrance to the magic shop is a bit showy, but effective. It's a pity she has no sense of humor.
Uh, just because she doesn't laugh at your jokes doesn't mean she doesn't have a sense of. She lacks a sense of humor. It just means that she has good taste.
Ugh. Baba Yaga is good at curses and shape-changing spells, and she has a nasty temper and doesn't believe in safe hex, so it's best to stay on her good side. Uh, you have to watch her, she cheats the cards.
So do you.
She started first, besides, I wanted her to get a taste of her own medicine.
Shame she still beats you.
The curse Baba Yaga placed upon Baron von Spielberg was a fine example of creative cursing. Upon von Spielberg and all his clan, this the curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure, so shall ye lose all that ye treasure. Of course, the only problem with for every curse there is an equal and opposite counter curse. A counter curse is a cure for the curse. It usually works against the one who casts the curse in the first place. The counter curse of the of the Baron goes, come a hero from the east, free the man from in the beasts, bring the child from out the band, drive the curser from the land. So to break the curse, a hero must get rid of Baba Yaga, in addition to all the other things. It doesn't reflect well on Baba Yaga.
Nothing reflects well upon that ogress. She has a face that would break anything but a magic mirror.
There are many types of magic mirrors. One of the more common types is the one that has a strange face popping up every so often.
Reminds me of the one in the master bedroom.
That's not magical.
No, but it does have a strange face popping into it whenever you're in the room.
At any rate, it is used as. I used to have a nice magic hand mirror that I misplaced around here somewhere. It could be used to reflect a spell back upon the caster. So, if you happen upon a small golden magic mirror with a dragon handle on it, you'll know it's mine.
It was a flagon with a dragon, and the mirror had a leer.
Oh, that's right. Well, if you find a magic mirror with a face on it, you'll know it reflects spells. Never met her. I only built this vacation home a century ago. Irana has a nice little magical meadow in her name upon the north west of here. Pretty respectable spellcaster, I imagine. The protection spell she cast over the town was fairly good, but I believe she missed a few places.
You're just jealous because the only thing anyone never named after you was a soft drink.
I thought Erasmus's Razzle Dazzle root beer was a wonderful name for a product. It's a shame the company went broke afterwards. Erasmus's spell prevents the use of excessive violence or hostile magic within Spielberg's walls, with the exception of a couple of places. It looks to me as if she missed the back part of the alley, and the spell only applies to the area in town above ground. Pretty shoddy, if you ask me.
Nobody asked you.
Tyrannosaurus Rexes. Basically, anyone who knows magic is a magic user, anyone who casts spells is a spellcaster. However, to be a wizard, you need to have undergone the initiation at the Wizards Institute of Technomancy, in the land of Shapir. Magicians and sorcerers are wizards who specialize. I myself strive to master all the aspects of magic, unlike those narrow-minded specialists.
You wouldn't want to lose your amateur standing after all.
I prefer to think of myself as a bleh.
Does that mean that you.
Ugh. You need to complete your quests here before you can become initiated as a wizard. It's important for a magic user to know as many spells as possible. You never know just what you might come in handy. A warlock with a nincompoop than a necromancer. Okay, so I've got the 8 spells. I've Okay, I think I've got everything I need from Erasmus. And my expertise at the fetch spell is much higher, so now maybe can finally pick up that seed. Hey, I think I finally got it. I've got the seed, and the plants are not happy about it, but they'll get over it. Hey, Baba Yaga don't welcome no strangers. You have to deal with me before you can enter. Baba Yaga is one tough magic user. If you are so upset that you want to enter, maybe we can make a deal. Baba Yaga is the most powerful ogress around. If you have any brains, you'll stay away from her. You're some hero if you don't even know what an ogre is. Baba Yaga's hut will squat if you say the right. The hut will squat if you say hut of brown. Now sit down. All the other skulls have glowing eyes, but me, no. I don't need no lovely glowing eyes. I just open and close the gate. That's all I'm good for. But if you can give me a glowing gem for my eye, then I'll let you in the gate. All I ask is for a little gem, a jewel that glows in the dark. You're the big hero, so go find one. Did you get me my glowing gem? Give it to me. I mean, please, give it to me. I can see. I have eyes again. Yeah! Is that what you look like? Oh well, have fun visiting Baba Yaga, and good luck. You're gonna need it. Oh, I hope you can remember the rhyme. Some of the death quotes are hilarious. Should be far enough away now. I'm not even going to try to do a voice for an ogress. I'll just read it out. Power of the night, shadow of day, heed now my words, henceforth you stay. Your body is frozen by the power of the witch's spell. Well, dearies, what shall we have for supper today? Hero sandwiches? I had something more formal in mind. Ah, that's it. Frog leg fricassee. Now, how does that spell go? Oh, hear me, O powers of Clenneth and Mana. Turn now my guests into a species called Rana. I learned that spell from Uranus kids. Doesn't it look delicious? Be still. Critics, we can't all be gourmets, I suppose. Now, oh soon to be supper, I don't suppose you have a name? You try your best to croak out your name, or at least let the witch know that you indeed have one. You make a feeble croaking sound and try to nod your head. So you're the one that's trying to be a hero around here. The only good hero is a dead hero, I always say. But I do have need for a brave fool. Are you brave? You make little froggy sounds, trying your best to indicate your agreement. Well, if you're willing to do a small, teensy little favor for me, I might reconsider having you for supper. I need the root of a mandrake plant that grows in the graveyard. Will you be sweet and fetch me some? Anything but frog-leg fricassee, you think? You croak your agreement to the task. And now my mouth is watering for frog. Oh well. Hear what I say and hear me right. Mandrake must be pulled at precisely midnight. This I tell you, and this I say, return with a root ere the break of next day. Hear what I say, and know I don't lie. Bring me back the root, or else you will die. You, shoo! From the distance you hear the witch intone. Oops, I nearly forgot. Hear me, Hear me, O powers of mana and more. Turn this fool back as he was before. As you contemplate the occurrence of the last few minutes, you conclude that you better find the Mandrake root for Baba Yaga, and fast. Fortunately, I happen to have one in my bag already. So you made it back, did you? Is she expecting you? Back so soon? Spirit of the mists and creatures of the bog, transform my guests to the shape of a frog. This I vow, stay there now. Once again, you're a frog, and once again, you can't move. You find this very exasperating. Yum yum, froggy frappe. Did you bring me my mandrake like you promised? As you make a feeble croaking sound, you try to nod your head. Well, where is it? What's the matter, frog? You got a frog in your throat? I don't know what's worse, the dark magic or the bad puns. Creatures of the bog and spirits of fog, return the true form to this rather dumb frog. Now, did you put it in your backpack? Ah, here it is. Kids, we have it! That's it, the final ingredient. Now we can make our greatest creation, Mandrake Mousse! What's that, children? You think we should reward our lackey here? Very well, ex-frog, I'll let you live this time. Next time, though, it's frog legs for sure. So, go! What an awful creature to turn me into a frog, you say to yourself. Someday I must return the favor. Anything I need to sell? But I think it's time for a crime spree. Now you have to be careful practicing your lockpicking. Sometimes you can actually pick your nose, but if you're not very skilled, you could also kill yourself. But if you don't kill yourself, you actually do increase your skill. kitty. Big kitty. The little old lady screams that. Oh. Let's see. Already robbed that. The purse. The linen closet. The desk. Bird. Not worth getting the plastic fruit. Let's see if I'm skilled enough to pick my nose. Nope. Sort of like mostly worth an object, but 3 silver. The goon with his own teddy bear. making this mistake of going upstairs. Do-doom, da-doom, doom, doom, da-doom, da-doo-doo-doo-doo. 193 gold. Not bad. Let's see if I can order a meal. Nope. I just want a night's rest. Okay, now let us go find that stag again. So I can give the seed. Heading back to the healer. More strength training. No! I just got a crash. Well, let's reload and see how long ago I saved. Oh, was it right before or right after the robbery? Ah, right after. Oh well, at least I don't have to go far. 40 silver, 190 silver, 280 silver, 380 silver, 880 silver, which by my conversion of 10 silver pieces per gold means that I made 88 gold pieces. Not bad for a night's work. Okay, and this stream is now over 2 hours long. I think I'm gonna save here and come back another day for the further adventures of Zoltan. But after a nice night of bank robbery, I think it's a good place to stop. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to you know spread the word, and don't forget to play all those classic games.